Hi, it's Mary. We're here at Spirit Works Pottery in West Lakeland, Minnesota. Come with me, we'll go meet Marge.
Oh, Mary, nice to see you. Nice to see you again. Thank you for having us in your studio.
You're
It's
welcome.
beautiful.
Welcome. This is my studio. I begin making my pots here with my clay. This is my working portion of the studio. I designed it so that I could look out over my gardens. A lot of my tools I use are found objects from coral, Afghani textile stamps from Afghanistan, chisels, railroad ties, anything old, rusty is very interesting to me, something that's been discarded by others. And then these are glaze pieces here. These are pieces finished, ready to be glazed. And then these are some pieces of my showroom area. Yeah, I started making pots when I was 8 years old, and I knew I was going to be a potter one day, but it wasn't until our youngest child, who's recently out of college, got into school full-time that I went back and began to study my ceramics career.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just, I connected with clay, and it's just that groundedness, that connection to the earth.
And is there anything in particular you're trying to communicate through your art?
I think if anything, it's just a very simple casualness of my pots are very important. They're unpretentious. They're just simply pots that are very utilitarian. I want people to use pots. I'm trying to get plastic out of my life. In fact, when I started making covered jars, it was an answer to Tupperware. I believe it was the Chinese. They'll deliberately weave an error, a mistake into their tapestries because they felt only God is perfect. And so I'm not going quite there, but I just want to at least look like it's handmade.
Yeah.
Each pot is unique. I'm an identical twin, and so it's really important to me that no two pieces are ever alike, even if it's these two cups, for instance. They're similar, same idea, but I specifically will not make them the same. I think we're all individuals, and it's really important to recognize that in the pots themselves. And I only put handles on very few things, and I don't make many cups with handles because it so immediately tells the user that is a cup, and they forget that it can be used for ice cream or serving salsa or holding cotton balls in the bathroom or whatever. Where a regular bowl, people are more inclined just to use it for whatever they decide. I love making the pots. This is just the best. And the trimming comes second. That's when you flip them upside down. The least favorable part of my process would be the glazing. It's just so much to do. And now when these are half dry, that's when I can also add texture through impressions.
So tell us a little bit about a connection you have with an older person. Can you tell us a little bit about a special connection that you have?
There was a good friend of mine, Nancy McKenzie, and she passed last October. Nancy was a fiber artist from the Stillwater area, and she's a great homemaker, worked as an administrative assistant, not unlike things I've done in my past also, but she's very tied to art. She made art, beautiful art, many out of found objects, whether it be twigs or sticks or baling twine or barbed wire, things that had been discarded by others. And so we always had that connection. And we work on shows together, installing shows. And she was just, I loved her eloquence. She liked the simple things of gardening, homemade bread. And those are things that I really value as well. And so we just had a special connection. I have a picture of her up on my little wall over there, and upper right corner.
Yeah.
And so I looked at her and said, hey, Nance, it's so nice to see her. So, and I know I can feel her, and so it's really wonderful.